This is Dubious Code, and this is a tutorial on Manim moving camera scene. So this is what we're going to show you. I'm going to make a couple objects and pan the camera around so we can see the different objects in different spots. Here they're in 4 different corners, and I'm zooming in at different speeds and going out, and then yeah. So that's what we want to do today. It's not that complicated. Of course, you have to have Manim set up. And then we're going to import this as a moving camera scene, as opposed to a scene that we see in some of the examples. This is going to be a moving camera scene, and we have our standard construct. And here I'm making a couple objects to stick in the corner. So a circle, and it's 2 corner up plus right, a square, 2 corner up plus left, triangle, down left or down right, and I'm going to create those all at one time. So if I just do that and don't do anything else, then I've placed the objects in the corners, which is fine, which is great. And now let's say I happen to want to zoom in on them. By the way, I'm not an expert on this. I'm learning this with you. So the first thing I have is the camera frame save state. So this is the original state of the original screen. And so we have that so we can restore it later. So we're saving it so we can restore it later. And this is how we're going to restore it. And so what we want to zoom in. So let's say the first thing we're zooming in a circle. We can move to the circle, and I'm going to set the width to be the circle's width times 2 so it zooms in. And bear in mind my screen is a wide screen, so that's why I'm going by 2. I could probably do something different by height, but let's see what happens when we just do this. So our camera save state, then we play this animation of set the width and then move to the circle. Then we wait 0.3 seconds and we restore to the original frame. We can see we draw it, and we zoom in, and we go back, and that's pretty useful. And the other ones are basically the same. The only variation I added here was that I added the runtime to the play. So here I have a runtime of 5, and this zooms in more slowly to the square. So circle. Zoom out. I'll zoom in more slowly to the square. Now, what I did was I chose to zoom out on each of these cases, but you don't have to. You could just pan to other things. The reason I didn't have that is it looked a little bit confusing to me when I did it before. So if I don't pan out to the original state, and just zoom to the corners, this is what it looks like. So always draw the circle, go to the circle, go to the square, go to the triangle, and go to the arrow. I don't know, it looked a little bit confusing to me, but it might work for you. Anyway, this is Dubious Code, and that's some basic Manim animation. Thanks for watching.